Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Zach Wilder, aka the best caustic in the world. And today we're gonna break down my main legend, the one and only, the one that everyone loves to hate, Mr. Toxic Caustic. Caustic is known to be a high-tier defensive fortified legend, having the ability to control space for you and your team to fight from. Let's talk a bit about my history with Caustic. So I started playing Caustic on the PS4 since Season 5 and continued to main him on PC with over 5k kills combined. And when the Apex Mobile beta came out, I continued to main him even when other people had the same beta and continued to call him an C-tier legend, not knowing his abilities and how versatile and team-oriented the legend is. Alright then, let's take a look at his ability. Caustic has an entire arsenal based around his defensive traps and poisonous gas. The poisonous gas damages and slows enemies. Most people would think Caustic is good for camping or defending against aggressors, but that's completely wrong, as you can definitely play Caustic aggressively and push teams. Let's talk about his passive ability, Nox Vision. So the key to Caustic's abilities lays in his passive when you have massive area covered in gas. Then people become less visible, but not for you, as you can see the enemies clearly highlighted through the smoke. Make no mistake though, this isn't like wall hacks as you can't see through walls, only players inside your gas. It's like I can see you and you can't see me type of situation. One way you can play around his gas is Bangalore's smoke. Be aware that your abilities won't work against other caustics, so always focus fire on other caustics first. It only gets better from here. Not only does he have Nox Vision, he also gets the big man buff, Fortified. This means he takes 15% less damage from all incoming damage, but this does not mean you get to push everything carelessly. Just means you can take a little more punishment on the expense of having no escape abilities. Let's move on to his next ability, the most annoying of all the abilities, the Nox Traps. Nox Traps are deployable canisters. When placed, they release gas that damages enemies for 5 damage per tick, plus 1 additional damage for every other tick. But the damage is a constant 5 for knocked enemies. I bet you didn't know that. You can deploy a maximum of 6 canisters, also used to block and hold doors, so no one can open them from the other side. So gas ignores shield and goes straight for your life. Yes, you heard that right. Go straight for your life. Gas traps are activated if enemies walks near them or if you directly shoot them, but they can be destroyed if you shoot the bottom base of the trap or if you shoot them before they fully expand. You can use the traps in many ways, like in open fields. You can take cover behind them or shoot them to disable the enemy's vision. As you escape towards better cover, make use of knocked enemies and chuck a trap on them, so you don't have to go through the trouble of breaking knockdown shields to get your loot. Let's talk about his insane ult, the Nox Grenade. This is what all enemies think about when they're facing Caustic. Oh god, when is he gonna use that annoying ult and ruin our day? The effect is essentially a giant gas trap with a much larger area. When the grenade hits the ground, gas envelops the surrounding area instantly. The cooldown is 3 minutes, so make sure you use it at the right time and only if necessary. Best spots to use his ults are choke points and tight buildings. One way to render a Gibby bubble useless is to toss your ult inside of it, followed by traps outside of the bubble. Yes, I know, this is exactly why everyone hates Caustic. He is a menace, and that's why I absolutely love him. He truly can work with all and any available legend, but some highlight his abilities better than others, like Bloodhound for example. You can get information of the next zone and set up traps around an area or in a compound and wait for your enemies to get into zone. So therefore you are better prepared, your teamwork is on points, and you're ready for any aggression. Another legend that works really well with Caustic is Octane. Octane helps a lot with the jump pad. Rushing enemies mid-air, toss your Nox Grenade is a beautiful sight to see. Utilizing his jump pad to get into really tight spots and awkward situations and awkward positions, getting the lead on your enemies and rushing them with the toxic gas using the jump pad is a sight to see. And let's not forget about Wraith. Wraith is also an amazing legend to use with Caustic. You can play around her portal and gas trap one end to the other and bait the enemy it's in it, because most of the aggressive players would actually take the portal in. And one of the best combinations with Caustic is Gibby. Yes, both thick boys come in clutch. They work so well together when being rushed. Inside that bubble, you can absolutely cause mayhem. Toss your ult inside the bubble as the enemies approach, then they're gonna have to think again, and there's already traps outside the bubble. It is absolute nightmare to face a Gibby and a Caustic together. Alright guys, here's a summary of everything we have discussed so far. Caustic is an absolute beast, and I will continue playing Caustic until I completely get bored of him or I want to switch it up. But that does not look like it's anytime soon. Caustic is highly versatile, he can play with almost any Legends composition, and his team chemistry is off the charts. There's so many things you can do with Caustic, it's absolutely unbelievable. Make sure you play smart and don't ever expose yourself fully decimated by other players. As you know, he is absolutely thick. Caustic has the best skins in the game. What else can you ask for? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that guide, and if you guys want me to make more guides, please let me know what guides you want me to make.